G'day, welcome back. So, gonna get cracking on the all-road. First problem to fix up is our slam suspension. So, new airbag should be here today, but got to take the struts off. So, hook into it, or get it jacked up, get it on axle stands, take the struts off, go and see if we can see the problem. It can either be the O-rings top and bottom, or the airbags are just 16 years old and have given up. So yeah, we'll whip it apart and fix it up. Right, so this is what our airbag suspension looks like. You see we've got our airline that runs up the top there. We've got two of these upper control arms. Got the airbag itself, the strut connects down the bottom there. So all we need to do is release these top control arms. There's a pinch bolt there under the airline. There's 3 nuts up the top in the engine bay to release the top mount. And undo that bottom bolt. So yeah, we'll get it done. Right, pinch bolt, 16 mil. Right, so we've come across a bit of a problem trying to get the strut out. Looks like someone's been in there before, probably to change an arm, and when they've put the bolt back through the strut, they've put it in backwards, which means you can't get it out. The bolt side should be over here, which means you can just pull it straight out. But no, the bolt's in backwards, so I'm going to have to drop this control arm here so I can actually get the bolt out. It almost comes out, but I've tried every single position possible, who I misses, and it's just not going to do it. So we'll pull it out and drop it down and give it a swivel. Right, and here's our air strut. What we might do, we might just get some compressed air and just see if we can work out where that's leaking. We test it with baby powder. There you go.
Powdered sugar.
Oh, she blows straight out the bottom, so that could just be that lower O-ring. We might not need a bag, but we're going to put O-rings in there, and it should be good as gold. Right, so here's our air strut on the bench. As you can see, it's got this top plate here with these upper control arms. We've got the air spring itself, and then we got a shock absorber. So our new air spring looks a lot like that. Can you see that? So that's nice and shiny. It's a pretty flash unit, really. These are pretty reasonably priced. Aerosus. That's aftermarket, clearly, but yeah, pretty nice piece of work. So we'll comes with this as well. So it's got a new top mount, 2 O-rings and 6 bolts, which replace these 6 spline bits. So we'll whack the top plate off and see what we have to do next to take it apart. Oh, they're not too tight. I wanted to do them by hand rather than with the impact, so I can actually see how tight they're going to be. Not overly. That's loose, but that doesn't want to come off. Let's see what that is. Oh yeah, no, that top mount's just stuck in there, so we can give it a wee. Should be able to wiggle that out. There we go. Alright, that's that top mount. I'm going to undo the strut, which is just socket and an Allen. What size is that? 6mm. Beautiful. Right, and we're going to try and undo this without spinning the shaft and ruining our shock. So we've got a 6mm in there. We've got an 18mm socket on there. A pair of these water pump pliers, whatever these are called. Let's see if we can make this happen. Not like that we can't. See what happens if we just give it a wee nudge with the impact. Nope, we don't do that. Crack tools always help. Failing that, I'll just give it a budge. That. The shocks are still good. shocks are still really good. Right, so that appears to have been our problem, that actually lower O-ring there. What's happened? Give your shaft a good rub. Right, there's our new one. So look at that, new bolts, new O-rings, pretty good kit. I did bring some red rubber grease in case we wanted to lube our O-rings. Right, so there's our strut, there's our lower O-ring, stick that on, we'll give that a wee, how are we going to grease it? Grease it before it goes on, eh? Right, and our strut and goes on like so. That seals up nicely down there. Topper O-ring sits on that groove. Again, we'll get some rubber grease just because. I don't know if you're supposed to grease them or not, but can't do any harm with a little bit of red rubber grease. Get a better seal. Not talking much, just to sort of chop some hairs in there. And we've got to get this one on. Sit there like that. Get a nut. A nut. See how far down we can go before it spins. Oh, doing good so far. About there. About there. Nothing like having the right tools. Wow, bit hard on the hands, that one. Bit of a way to go. But as far as that wants to go, so let's try once more. Yeah. We'll just give it a wee shove with the impact just to make sure. Yeah. Right, so we've got our valve over here. That points this way, and then our control arms point this way, so we're looking pretty good there. It's all nice and clean. It's all nice and clean. Get that on there. Where do those do? Just like that. Line those up. Six bolts. Almost have to figure out a torque for them. Look about a 13 or find the right socket. Just bring those down. Alright, so what I can figure out, those seem to be 23 Newton meters. Right, I'm happy they're pretty even. Says our new air strut. Look at that, just like I bought one. That's real easy to do actually, as long as it doesn't leak, but pretty confident it won't. So with the new top mount, new airbag, new O-rings, new bolts, that's ready to go in the morning. Right, so I just did the second one, and when I took that one apart, I realised there was a wee bushing washer that should sit on top of there. It must have fallen off somewhere. So this is the first one. I'm just having to redo that one now. So yeah, make sure you keep track of all your bushes, washers, bits and pieces, and it should go pretty well. So we're done. I did that one, eh? Done. Austin. Beautiful. So it took a couple of goes of the compressor to get it kind of all aired up, which is understandable. It's completely empty and the compressor doesn't like running too hot. So there we go. That's how you do it. That's how you change your air springs on your Audi Allroad. Pretty straightforward. Quality parts from Aerosus. Not a sponsor, but quality parts. Made the job easy. It all went together nicely. It pumps up. It goes up and down. We're ready for a test drive. But before that, going to give it a wee service. Got some quality Penrite oil. Going with a semi-synthetic 1040 because it does burn a wee bit of oil, this car. It's VW spec, 50200 VW spec. Got some new brake fluid because that's probably never been changed. We're going to top up our differentials with some Pro Gear 7590. We've got some injector cleaner. We got some filters from DIY car service parts. That's my favourite place for buying filters at the moment, placed in the UK. Pretty awesome. It's not a sponsor. I'd love it if they were. And our Tool Pro, still can't say it after all these years. Tool Pro toolkit, tools to get the job done. So there we go. Comment, like, subscribe. We're going to be doing lots more all-road stuff because we've got a working all-road for now. So yeah, see you at the next one. Cheers.